A very special thanks to our foundation staff. We have just a handful of them, and to put a event like this together, and they've been really busy for the last couple months. The last couple of weeks, they work almost every night. I got email like 11:30 from some of you, and I reply says, go home now. So, and I really appreciate it. Without the staff, I don't think we can put this event together. So, and also something that I think you need to know. They really value your time. So this summit can be easily a 2 to 3 day summit, but they squeeze everything in one day. It's absolutely unbelievable. And now today you're gonna hear some outstanding visionary leaders, brilliant minds in military, academia, groundbreaking innovators, state, county, and local governments, and they fully understand the value of the public-private partnership. I promise you, I really do, I promise you, you won't get disappointed at the end of today. But most importantly, thank you for coming, because for you to be here, it also means that you do care. You do care about our future. As we celebrate a remarkable milestone, America250, 2.5 centuries of a nation that dare to believe that ordinary people will do an extraordinary things. I stand before you as a grateful first generation of immigrant who have tasted the promise of this great country. For me, America is not just an idea. America is the door that opens, a hand that reach out, and a path, it says, if you work hard, you can build something here. All my first memory about this country was all small ones. And you won't believe this. It's like the bus run on time, like my library card got my name on it, and it works. And the stranger helped me to fill up a form without any judgment. The small act really add up big things in my heart. In America, we are not defined by our beginnings. We are defined by our own willingness to begin again, to learn, to try, to keep building it. 250 years ago, Americans made a bet on freedom, self-government, and human capacity to innovate. Today, the bet pay off. In farms, factory, lab, garages, shop floor, and startup hub. We bridge the ocean with steam and steel. We light the night with electricity. We shrink the distance by airplane. We put human footprint on the moon and rover on Mars. We build most capable military in human history, not to conquer, but to deter. Not to silence others, but to protect the space where freedom can breathe. And yet, our story is not finished. The next 250 years have been written today. If we are able to lead the world in technology across the last 250 years, we can lead the world again in the next 250 years only if we make the right choices and keep faith with the value that brought us all here. Today, I want to I want to share with you, I think is very important, the 3 commitments we can make together so our future generation will inherit a country is safe, smart, and stronger. First commitment, keep America as the world innovation workshop. America's advantage is not just like our size and our wealth, it's our ecosystems of ideas. It is the network of universities, colleges, research lab, small business, venture capital, the public-private partnerships, and all tied together by the rule of law and the freedom to think, to speak, and to compete. If we want to lead the world in the next century, we must treat innovation as a national project. Focus on the frontier science and engineering, such as AI, such as advanced material, quantum computing, cybersecurity, hypersonic, secure communications, semiconductors, drones, and robots. It is really not acceptable if one country other than the United States manufactures 90% of all the semiconductor the world needs. It needs to be changed. Innovation is not about what we invent. Innovation is about who get participated. Kids in Crestview, in Laurel Hill, if they learn how to countermeasure a drone, and the veteran small business got a breakthrough, and a college student holding a notebook that filled with all the designs, when they enter the competition of ideas, America wins. Second commitment, keep our military second to none to keep the peace. Peace is not automatic. It is earned by every day by the man and woman who wear our nation's uniform and by the tech industry who equip them. As a citizen and a grandpa, I really like to have a world that our grandkids inherit deterrence strong enough to prevent war. A strong military is not contradictions to the companionship of society. It is actually the condition of it. We need to accelerate the transition from the lab to the field. Autonomy, unmanned systems, cybersecurity, electronic warfare, and decision advanced knowledge by AI. The third commitment, educate the next generation. Innovation and technology first. Every time I walk into 709, I saw a bunch of kids learning how to fly the drones and build the drones. I see America's future. And we also need to start a career-connected pathway for the young people. From high school to community college to industry certification and maybe a 4-year degree, every student should be able to see a ladder that fit their life and their ambition. Take care of the teacher with a better pay, modern training, and have times to collaborate with kids, because great teacher can change kids' trajectory very easily. Remember, in the future, technology is the engine, military is a shield, and education is the fuel. But beneath all that is the moral architecture of our country, which is freedom of speech and dignity of work. As we all understand our nation's strength and build locally, things that I think is kind of important for us to consider. Pair schools with the local businesses to mentor students on a real project. Host a community innovation days where teams can propose a solution to the city's challenges, like traffic, like water, like public safety, and create a regional talent pool between school, colleges, and employers so students can see a clear pathway for high-demand field. We celebrate our veterans with a hiring pipeline and that convert the military skills into the civilian credential. It's like skill bridge. And we really enjoy that. We have so many wonderful military people are here, and we're training them, and hopefully they will move on or either stay with us or move on to a bit bigger and better things. But these are just some ideas for you to consider. It was a summer about 6 years ago. A young Major Ristom, he drove past the 709 Anchor Street building for a few times for business. He noticed a bunch of kids in and out the old beat-up buildings, smelly, because that was my machine shop for about 40 years, and that was before I renovated. And he was wondering what's going on there. But one day he stopped. He walked in. He saw a bunch of kids flying drones. And that was the first time he met a man on the ground. And he realized that we're the foundation and we're not associated with anybody, but we teach the kids the drone because we feel like the drone are going to be very important to their life, so we want to teach them how to fly or how to code. Soon after, Colonel Conley paid us a visit, and Colonel liked the idea. And 6 months later, it was Colonel Skimmerhorn signed the teaming agreement between First South and the Hsu Foundation. Today, we have averaged over 10,000 airmen and students in and out our facilities, and to learn all kinds of new skills. Thank you. And they name our relationship FieldWerx. I tell the story is from the first generation immigrant perspective. I want to point out that America's openness to reach out with kindness is truly, truly an asset. People all over the world, they all want to come to America. It's not because it's easy, but because in their heart, it's the right thing to do. They bring energy, skill, dreams that renew our economy, but also deepen our culture. Next time when you see a new family on the block, you see a veteran just started their own business, and the plumber speak English with a very heavy accent, be nice. Remember, in America, we're not defined our beginnings. We are defined our own willingness to begin again. I believe if we work together, if we do all these things, to learn, to try, and to keep America in the lead for another 250 years. I think we can do it. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.